Good morning. Please go ahead and answer the warm-up question and also take time to get out your homework now. Please pause the video so that everyone has time to do both those things. When you're ready, start the video back up. Let's go ahead and go over the warm-up now. Which statement is not true? If we were to use a number line, it probably would be really beneficial on this type of question. So I'm going to go ahead and jot a miniature number line down, and I'm going to take a moment to put in some numbers. So here's -5, here's -7, which means that A is in fact true. Next I have -14 and -6, -6, -14. And if I stop here and look, 14 is less than -6. C is easy because 7 is greater than -14, which means that our answer here on our warm-up that is incorrect is that 0 is less than -8. That is in fact a true statement. Alright, we're going to go ahead and check our homework now. I'm going to ask you to trade papers and get out a pen to grade. If somebody doesn't have their homework, you will go ahead and grade it for them, whatever they have completed. Everybody needs to have a sheet of paper. If they don't, get out a sheet of notebook paper and you can write your answers down on a sheet of notebook paper as we go. Keep in mind you will be given a 0 for this assignment. Let's go ahead and get started on our homework. I'm going to go over the answers and try and leave the answers up so that you can check as we go. If there are any questions, please hold those until I return to school on Monday. Here's your answers for your homework. Number 1 is 25%. Number 2 is 40%. Number 3 is 50%. Number 4 is 85%. Number 5 is 45%. And number 6 is 37.5%. You'll notice that I wrote out the proportional explanation in case maybe you got it wrong. You can look it up. Number 7, I didn't really like this question after I worked it out myself because I don't think you can have 0.2 of a problem. However, I went ahead and just put 35 for the answer. I will try and make sure that we don't have any questions like that in the future where the answer could be sort of weird like that. On the Daphne problem, the correct answer was 20%. As we move down, the answer to number 9 was 1,048. Number 10 is 17,892. And number 11 is 70.4%. Please, if you need to, write down the proportions that were used to solve these equations, to solve for x in these problems, so that you have some sort of reference for later if you need to redo this assignment. On the back side, the correct answer to number 12 was C, and the correct answer to number 13 was J. Down below, these are more problems like what we've been working on for our PDSA. You'll notice that I wrote all of the decimals from 105.5 to 106.0, and I found the one that fell in between there. On number 15, I converted everything to decimals like we agreed. So number 14, the answer is C, and number 15, the answer is B. Please count up the number they got wrong. They are 5 points apiece. Please pause the camera so you have time to grade and turn these papers into the turn-in box. Then I would like you to make sure you have out this foldable. We did it yesterday. I'd like you to have it out for today. I'm going to give you a minute to do so. Alright, hopefully you've all been able to find your foldable. If not, you're going to need to write these notes down on a separate sheet of paper. Today we're going to be working with finding a number when the percent is known. Since a percent is a ratio, problems involving percent can be solved by using a proportion. We're still using the same proportion sentence that we've been using with the symbol number over 100, the is number, and the of number. If we look at an example, we have 16 is 20% of what number? And you'll see that I still made my percent the 20 over 100 because percent literally means per 100. Then I put 16 over x. I do my cross products, 16 times 100 and 20 times x. I'll divide both sides by 20 and x is equal to 80. So 16 is 20% of 80. Let's try a couple of problems together. 18 is 75% of what number? You'll notice that we have of what number we don't know, so there is an x in that spot on our proportion. We do know the percent is 75, and we know that we need to multiply, we need to put 18 in our is spot. We are now going to use cross multiply and divide to solve for this problem. Please pause the camera while you solve for x. I'm going to go ahead and go over the solution now. 18 times 100 is 1,800. Now I'm going to divide by 75. 75 goes twice into 180. And 75 goes 4 times into 300. Meaning that x is equal to 24. This should make sense because if you put 18 over 24 and you divide both of these by 6, you get 3/4, which is in fact equal to 75%. Let's look at one more today. 96 is 40% of what number? Going to put in my 40 over 100 there for the percent. And my is number is 96. So now I need to cross multiply and divide. I'm going to do 96 times 100, which is 9,600. And I'm going to divide by 40. 40 goes into 96 2 times. Bring down my 0. And 40 goes into 160 4 times. 40 also goes into 0 0 times. So x is equal to 240. Now you may work in groups at your tables to answer the questions on the page that looks like this at the top, 6-4. It will also be your homework if it's not finished. Make sure you work diligently in class. If you do, you may have time to finish all of this in class instead of having to work on it at home. Please note that there are also 2 questions that go with our PDSA down at the bottom, number 17 and number 18. I will see you guys on Monday. Have a great rest of your day today, Thursday, and make sure you work hard with the sub.